All right, welcome back to Black Girls Read, and I'm Indigenous Rican Bruja. And at the request of one of our viewers, I'm gonna demonstrate how I use the Astrol OG astrology deck. Now, I'm going to tell you, disclaimer, um, I have been studying astrology. I am far from perfecting it yet, but I do have a little bit more understanding of these astrological aspects. But in any case, I'm going to show you how to use them, whether you do have experience in or understanding or knowledge of astrology. Okay, so here we go. So I use them. Okay, I use them various ways. Now I can use just the deck itself, and that's what I'm going to do, because I'm going to show you how to use the deck by itself to get a reading. Um, but I do want to tell you that your questioning is very important. It's key to getting clear answers. So, you don't want to say, well, what's life going to look like for me in the next year. You don't want to go that broad on questioning, you know, will I ever meet the love of my life? That's too broad. You don't want to ask something like that. Now, when I do ask for broad, like, broad questioning is like when I do a collective. So I'll ask something like, what is a major energy? What is a focal point something that we need to focus on today? I might start with something like that for the collective, like, what do we need to focus on today? What energy, or right? So then, okay, so now we got one. So we need to focus on our thoughts, right? But now you want to get deeper. You want to get some more information. What about your thoughts? What about this perception, this communication? What about this, and I know Mercury is the planet of communication and thoughts and stuff like that. So, yeah, so that's the major focus, right? Now let's see, what can we, like, what about this do we need to know? What about these thoughts, this communication do we need to know? Right? And then I'll just shuffle until I get another card to try to clarify what is this. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so it's about love. All right, so it has something to do with communicating in love, right? Maybe a relationship. Yeah, maybe even kind of questioning and perceiving and seeing if this is actual, the love that we deserve. Okay, so let's see. Now going on ask for clarification of what this love is. What is this about? Okay, so here we have another card. Okay, confrontation. So there's some opposition as it relates to this relationship or this communication in this love. And it doesn't necessarily have to be with a partner, like a love relationship. It could be any relationship it could be a familial relationship, something with family or whatever, but there is some confrontation, right? And okay, so maybe the confrontation has to do with something that is unacceptable, something that is considered taboo in society. It can also be about empowerment, like, where is your power lying? Do you have the power to communicate, to deal with this confrontation in a way that is not confrontational, right? So yeah, let me see. Is there anything else we need to know about this situation? Anything else we need to know? Okay, so let's see. Okay, it says status, the 10th house. Now, the 10th house is about authority, about long-term goals. So maybe, we're looking at this relationship as to how is it going to pan out in the future, how is it going to pan out with all the things that we have going for ourselves, like the long-term goals that we set for ourselves. Are we communicating this, with whomever is we find is important enough to communicate this to? Are they being receptive, or is there confrontation? Is it because they don't want you to do this? Is it because this will bring you your empowerment? Let's see, anything else? Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Thank you. And I usually start a reading by giving thanks and praises and gratitude to my elevated ancestors, to my benevolent ancestors, to the universe, to the divine, to all that is there for my highest good. Ashe. Okay, so here we have the Gemini again, which is Mercury energy, which is, about communication. And then we have Saturn came out, which is about discipline. So, maybe we have to be disciplined in the way that we communicate, yeah. So this is one way that that I use the deck. I'll just, keep asking questions and try to get clarity on why this card came out. And then I'll build the story around that. So, and sometimes it can be a Gemini that this energy is about, it can be that this person has been looking into some information and it's caused some confrontation. You've probably seen some things that you shouldn't have seen, and now that you're trying to communicate that it's causing some confrontation. So yeah. And then at the bottom of the deck, it says unexpected. So yeah, coupled with all this confrontation here, there could be some disruption. There might be a need to realign, yeah. So I hope that was helpful for the sister that asked me how I use the cards to read. And that was just using them without looking in this book that I have. As a matter of fact, let me show you, because it's in my lap. So this book right here, I've been studying this book, and it's so easy to understand. Oh my goodness. It breaks down astrology like for a freaking 5th grader. And yeah, so if you guys are interested in astrology and being able to give deeper understanding of certain cards when they come out, then I would suggest looking at this book and getting your astrology knowledge up there. I still have a long way to go. I haven't even completed the book, but let me know what you think. And I'm gonna do another reading with these cards, but I'm gonna use a combination of other decks to show how another way of me using them. My bad. Another way of me using them. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed that. Enjoy the rest of your day.